Greetings, Summoners. Cosmic here, and welcome back to another Versus video. And today we're going to be talking about two lists that are kind of up and coming in the meta. You know, definitely tier 2 as of right now, but could find themselves in an even better spot once more players had time to refine them. So, full disclaimer, this was recorded before the Grand Open, where we did actually see two different K decks in top 16. And then the other list we're going to be talking about is actually a top 16 from Netherlands, which was an intro to the Serpents archetype, but really excited to see how both these are going to evolve over time. So as always, we are going to do a short intro for each of the lists and then get into the gameplay itself. Now, the one disclaimer I do have to add is that, do you love 50-minute game ones? Well, boy, do I have the list for you. And well, because of that, there's only going to be one game for this series this week. But the Rainbow K list is a lot of fun, but you have to play extremely fast. And yes, we are actually playing all 6 colors. And to be fair, as I'm looking over this again, I probably should have done -1 Aegis, +1 Joker, just so you have the 2 and K has more yellow targets, all that stuff aside, right? Or maybe like a third Scoops. Basically, this is a list that needs to have a lot of work done leading into the meta and kind of what you're expecting to play against, right? We have the Scoop, Owl, and Beldegor package just to make sure you can survive to the late game. Block Golem plus Whirlpool Straight is an absolute house of a blocker against most of the yellow decks and what they're trying to do until they get their Genbu online. But then you'll notice we have my favorite boy, Allegro, at the top end, which is just going to kill and be your late game destruction for any high-costed spirit your opponent plays. Genbu, it's gone. Feng Huang, it's gone. Anything that's high cost, and you'll see again in this gameplay today that there does get a lot of value out of it. And because we are, you know, at its core, we do have a lot of the white shell, right? We have our Elephant, we have our Aegis, we have our Dream Bombs. There are lines that you can take where you Dream Bomb their blocker, swing out, kill their guy, and then threaten this multi-attacker restand. So is it better than Durham Dyna and just playing a white control shell overall? Maybe not, but I'd argue that it largely comes back to what is the meta looking like and what do you want to do within the meta to attack it from different angles. And that, of course, the namesake of it, bringing it all together, is going to be the 6 Aegis Emperor K, which allows you, especially in this shell, you'll notice that she will bring back every color spirit from the graveyard, one of each other than red. So you can't loop itself, unfortunately, but there are multiple times where you're playing this deck and you just go, okay, here's 4 or 5 cards from my graveyard going back to my hand. And we are playing things like Ryut and, of course, the Jokers, which may or may not be important, that because of strong draw, we are able to discard them early and not care about it, knowing that we are going to see a K to loop it back. So yes, this is a late game deck. It is something that requires you to play quite fast, but even when I was testing against some of the other decks, and again, I played this at locals, we played it for the Versus videos, I think this is like version 4 of the list technically, you do have some surprisingly aggressive openers that can get your opponent low, that especially now that we're probably going to go up to 2 Joker main post, you know, all of this, that those late game Jokers can be fine, right? Because you play the Joker, swing it's unblockable, kill it off, and you play your cores otherwise, and then play K to get it back again. So you don't need to have, you know, 3 or 4 Jokers over the course of the game because you can loop them back. And of course, there's a consideration for Impaler Forest to really make sure you're getting value and picking the spirits that you want, but I really love the blue Nexus in this meta, and that's why we have the Seabed Lighthouse and again, Whirlpool Straight, because you can just line up like a 30k block golem sometimes, and it's a really funny thing to do because, you know, blocking 5 or less is actually pretty important and pretty surprisingly good in this meta. But overall, really love this list. Again, we recorded these games and recorded this list technically before the Grand Opens this past weekend, so there was a lot of, you know, innovative lists that came out of that, especially with Smag appearing in those lists as well. So I love this archetype and definitely think it's going to land itself quite well. Again, maybe just a very solid tier 2 spot for now, but as we move towards Atlanta, more people have more time to test and refine. This could be a very big hit in Atlanta and as this meta continues to evolve. And then, of course, we have the Serpents list by Scrub Lord, who, again, is from Main Deck Masters. Make sure to go check them out. And this, again, is a throwback to a similar list that we have seen make top 16 already in this meta. But generally, you do have the Viper Dragon Swan Falung, I believe is how you pronounce that, being our key spirit. And you'll find out in this gameplay quite a few times where they just get to attack. And because you are attacking the spirit directly, you skip that first flash. And it caught me off guard quite a few times. If I didn't have things like Dream Bomb, I would have lost a lot more of my board time and time again. You are able to set up where you have the Thorn Prison, you rest their board, and because you skip that first flash window and you go straight to blocks, it's like, well, my levels of interaction are immediately cut off. And when you have all these cursed spirits who are then drawing cards for attacking or drawing cards when they die, and then you also have Rotting Swamp, which draws you more cards, or if you want to loop back a Serpent, you just loop back a Serpent. Spoiler, like Black Lance to draw even more cards. I mean, this deck, as long as you can get your Nexus online and get your game plan going, it does not run out of gas at all. It is all gas, no brakes. Draw 8 billion cards. And then, of course, the other one that I gotta give a huge shout out to, because you are going to be playing Amethyst Sanctuary, so you can find your combo pieces, right, to say it loosely, because you want to find your Viper Dragon, you want to find your Black Lances. Getting that filter is good. You can then also just play a 1 to 2 of Nocturna, which, again, as you'll see in the video, you can just loop back Black Lance and draw more cards, because why not, right? So there are a lot of, obviously we're playing the Shaz Snake because it's a new snake in set 3 to play. It's very, very good. Things like Beldegor are very good. Assassin, it's a serpent, checks the box, draws you cards. It's very good. Black Lance, best Lance, what needs to be said, right? And then Viper Dragon, and that's like your core. And you can do whatever else you want beyond that. There's also like the cheeky interaction with Maduke and Blood Curse that you can OTK somebody if they don't have like a spell to remove their spirit. So there's a lot more that you can explore with this list and really have fun with. But I think at least we're finally starting to see where like a Serpent identity is coming online, and it got its key spirit that makes this one that is worth checking out. And again, just a lot of fun to play because it is so different than what we've seen from Purple kind of leading up to this point, where you have normally cursed combo for your board control, but now you have Viper Dragon, which allows you to play this like more fair 1-for-1 and like not have to rely on such a big combo playoff, where now it's like, okay, well, I'm going to threaten removing your guy and drawing more cards at any point because I'm going to play Viper Dragon eventually. And yes, it does only have 5k at 3 cores. That can be a drawback with, Dragno King and Volcanic Break in the field, but something to consider that the turn you play it, it's only going to be that Volcanic Break or again, like a Dream Bomb that's going to interact with it. And spoiler, your opponent is going to have a bad time because of missing that first flash window and going straight into block. So love these lists. Again, huge shout out to Scrublord from Main Deck Masters for joining us on this series. Make sure to go check out their channel. And of course, in the future, we will have more versus videos and hopefully not have these two like very grindy decks going at it where we have like 40 and 50 minute game one. So again, I apologize in advance that there's only going to be the one game today, but we will try to keep these, an hour or less in the future. So as we get faster decks going up against one another, we'll definitely have more games to showcase. So with that, let's get into the games. Draw and then draw for turn. I love it when those two cards come together. Play a Nomen City and pass.
All right. Core up, draw up. And my friend, my favorite play when somebody does turn 1 Newman City, I'm going to Burning Force it.
That is very fair.
You're up.
Core step. Draw step. Refresh step. I'm going to pay 3 for a strong draw.
Sure.
2, 3.
That strong draw SBR looks so good.
I love it. Something fierce. That is a free discard, and you showed me a Burning Force, which like technically tells me nothing.
That's true.
But I also know I don't love this card without more help. This is an interesting choice because it lines up my next turn well. Beldegor and block Golem and pass back to you.
Sure. Fun fact, this Burning Force should be a Floral Slash, but I don't own any.
They're like 20 cents on TCG Player. Go get you some.
Yeah, I need to get some. I'm just, I'm just a little bit lazy. I'm going to pay 2 for the Shaz Snake.
Yep.
I'm going to keep 2 cores on it, and I'm going to pass on over to you.
Sure. Core step, draw step, refresh. Again, and then just see if you have another one. So we're going to play another Nomen City and pass to you.
All right. Let's see if I can draw another one. Pay 3 for an Underworld Snake Man Bodice. And I'm going to put 3 cores on it. And I am going to swing with the Bodice for 4k.
Yep, no flash.
No flash.
I'll take it from life, going down to 4.
All right, you're up.
Core step, draw step, refresh.
Waiting on that elephant.
Yeah, you know, he's a good lad. He shows up when he wants to, which is right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Understand.
That said, not a lot of else interesting going on, so I will just leave him at 1. Or I guess, I don't know, Soul Crush maybe is a possibility, so we do want to keep some number of cores on him. Yep, we'll do it like that, and then I will pass.
Okay. Core step. Draw step. Refresh step. I think I want to do it the other way. I'll pay 3 for a black lance, and I am going to put it at level 2 to draw 2 cards. So the wind summon does activate.
I will decline burst.
Okay. I'm going to put those 2 cores back over to Bodice. And I'm going to swing 3k curse with this black lance.
No pre-block flash.
No flash.
I am going to block with our good buddy Elephant.
Sure.
And then decline flash.
No flash.
Alright, he will die. I'm going to ramp 3 cores.
My black lance will also die.
Yep. And then draw 3 cards.
And I will attack with Bodice.
Yep, no flash.
No flash.
I will take it from life.
And I'll leave the Shaz Snake up and pass over to you. Is it Bodice or Bodis?
Good question. I do not know. All right. Well, the thing I love about Elephant is when there's one, there's actually often more behind it.
Yep.
They do happen to find one another quite often.
Yeah, they do.
But now we get to expand out here a little bit. I gotta make sure I have enough cores. We're actually gonna pay the soul core before I forget. So that's 5. Then that pays 2. We're gonna then play our good buddy Sheriff Eagle.
Sheriff Eagle.
Put 2 cores on it again just to be safe. Then I'll enter combat, exit combat just to refresh my cores. So I got a nice little healthy pile over here. And then back to you.
I'm going to pay 1 for another Shaz Snake.
Yep.
Or both of these up a bit. Sure, I'll swing with the Shaz Snake. It's going to be 2k with curse.
Yep. I am actually going to flash.
Sure.
So I'm going to pay 4 for a Mr. Scoops.
Oh, a Scoops.
How big is the snake again?
Is that 2k?
Okay, so just 1 core does it. And then I'll decline pre-block flash.
No flash.
Okay, I will block with Scoops.
Sure. No flash on my end if you don't.
No flash on my end either.
They will both die. I will activate Shaznik first, since I control another Serpent. I will draw a card. And then I will... Who do I want to rest? I will rest Bodice. Or exhaust Bodice, I should say. Oh, you did get rid of Beldegor.
Yep,
That's
so
true.
because you are active player, you can actually stack these how you want to. So you will you can choose to resolve the Beldegor before the Scoop Owl trigger. So we'll play it out as, because that'd be the technically correct thing to do. So 3 for Beldegor, comes in with a Soul Core.
Yeah, Beldegor comes, and then Scope Owl triggers, and I rest Bodice.
Yep.
I will leave it at that.
All right. Core Steppy. Draw Steppy. Refresh. We're going to play one of my favorite cards from the new set, Seabed Lighthouse.
Oh, baby.
Just a good, keep everybody fair. You know, we got to all make sure that we're playing the same game. Pay 2 for another strong draw, because it's also one of my favorite cards from the new set. 1, 2, 3. Discard a Noman City, because we definitely don't need a second one, and I will discard a you only have 3 cards in the graveyard. I'm gonna discard an Allegro for now, because we're gonna come back to him. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a home eventually. Seabed does
Strong
nothing.
Draw is a card that I I think I was definitely wrong about. I said he was great in blue and cope and everything else, but it's a good card. Who knew Graceful Charity was going to be good, even for 3?
Yeah, with the meta slowing down a lot, you can just get greedy and be fair to just pay 3, it turns out. I definitely think it's one of those things that will weigh off as soon as we get more of a stream. Like, maybe as soon as we get double symbols, will help out a ton, too. Coring up stuff doesn't really... Sure, I'll give you armor, something. What do we want to do here? Yep, so I will go to combat. I will swing for 2k.
No flash.
No flash.
I will guard with Shaznik, and no flash.
No flash.
Right, so they will both be destroyed. I will draw from Shaznik.
Yep. And then I will swing with Elephant for 10.
No flash.
No flash.
I will take it.
And then I will swing with the Sheriff Eagle as well.
No flash.
No flash.
I will meet you at 3.
All right. And my turn. Recover this, and off to you.
All right. So, what should we do? I'm gonna pay 5, and I'm gonna Burning Force your Seabed Lighthouse.
All right, fair.
Because that's more of a threat than your new city.
I've already gotten my cores. It's all right. Seabed's a hell of a card.
I am going to pay 2 for Dragonaga Assassin.
Yep.
Just put the score here. I'm going to set that first. I will enter combat. I will swing with Dragonaga, and I will draw a card. And this will be 4,000 with Curse.
Yep. No pre-block flash.
No flash.
I am actually going to block with Mr. Elephant for 10k.
Sure.
And then no flash from my end.
No flash.
Right. This dude is going to die and draw me more cards.
You know, I have a certain card in here, a certain Nexus that would be even better, but it doesn't want to come to me. Then, your Eagle's a 4K, right? Or is it bigger now?
It's 6k, but again, the spirits will bounce off one another.
Yeah, there's no point in me attacking. I will just go ahead and pass.
Course step B, draw step B. Well, the good news is I have even more blue Nexus that I can play. So I am going to play a Whirlpool straight. Love this card.
Better that than a Seabed Lighthouse.
True, true. We're going to pay 4 for yet another elephant.
Yeah.
Because again, they seem to always find one another. And then the rest of these don't matter right now. Or actually, how much? Both at 3. Nope, that doesn't do anything for us. 2, because we'll power something up as if it matters. I guess it probably does not. We will go to combat and swing for 10k.
No pre-block flash.
No flash.
I will guard with Bodice.
Yep, no flash.
I will pay 2, and I will flash a Deadly Balance.
Ooh. Well, alright, I guess the Sheriff Eagle's gotta die, because I don't want to kill my elephant just yet, because spoiler, that is my 3rd elephant. So, yep.
Yeah, it is your 3rd elephant.
Eagle's gonna die. And then that'll end my turn. Refresh off of Elephant's ability.
Sure.
And back to you.
Step. Draw step. Refresh step. Let's see what we can get away with. Let's pay 2 for yet another Shaz Snake. Let us pay 2 for a Dragonaga Assassin. And then we are going to pay 4 for a Black Lance at level 2.
Yep.
I will draw 2 cards.
I will still decline flash.
Okay. Put these back over to the Dragonaga. And I will enter combat. I will swing with Dragonaga and draw a card. This will be 4K with Curse.
Yep. You know what? I like drawing cards. I'm gonna, or no pre-block flash. I guess I should make sure.
No flash.
Okay. Block with my technically 14K elephant because of Whirlpool Straight. Then decline flash.
No flash.
All right. I'm gonna draw K eventually. Don't worry. 3 more cores. 3 more cards.
You're at 3.
Yep.
I will swing 3K with Curse on Black Lanes.
Yep. I do want to save that, I guess. I will flash.
Another Scoops.
It's our boy, Mr. Scoops, who is a 3K. And then I will go to blocks and block.
Sure. Yep.
They will trade.
And I will exhaust Shadow Snake.
Yep, you'll force me to resolve
You're
that
up, my
first.
friend.
That's totally fine. Get the Beldegor on the field, and then I'll go into my turn. First step.
Would you like to kill my Shadow Snake?
No, because again, you would make the Scoops resolve, or the Beldegor resolve
That's true.
first.
Yeah,
and then
you're right.
Scoops.
You're right.
Refresh.
I'm playing well. I'm playing well
Yeah.
here, not bad.
Ooh, this is what we like to see, boys. Let me just pick up my graveyard for no particular reason.
No reason at all.
Let me just line up some cards for no particular reason.
No reason.
Oops, already got one of those. Oh, I just pulled the Beldegor back. That's not as... Oh, you know what? We can actually do this instead. I don't need Allegro yet. How many cards in your trash?
9.
Oh, JK. I guess Allegro is very live here, isn't he? Allegro.
He might be.
Newman, and again, we just picked up the Beldegor. Again, no reason. I'm just putting those off. I'm considering my options.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely going to be K. So we got to pay 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I'm gonna just for the shits and giggles. I'm gonna kill my Beldegor.
It's not like you have the cores for it. You know what I mean? Like you don't have the cores for it.
I'm gonna play this K. I'm gonna pick up these 4 cards from my trash.
How does that feel?
It feels
That
pretty
feel good?
great. I have a book over here. Pay 3 for
I'm purple, and you got a bigger hand than I do.
Pay 3 for this Beldegor, because now I'm gonna pop your guy.
Sure. Yeah, he's dead. And now I'm at 10.
3 for another Whirlpool Straight, because we getting big boys out here.
That's true.
And unfortunately, I don't have enough to go like all in on this play, but I still think we want to commit 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could have just refreshed it. No, let's do the safe play. Pay 5 for Elephant. Kill off these 2 because they've already done what they needed to do.
Yeah.
Elephant is at 4, and then I will end my turn, or could still be Dream Bomb, which would be bad. Go to combat, exit combat, and pass.
That's true. That is true. I'm going to core step. Draw a step.
And now we're sitting very pretty and get to do something very cool next turn.
Oh god, are you in Derp Dynamy?
Better. Or at least looks better.
I'm gonna pay 2 for this Amethyst Sanctuary. I'm gonna pay 1 for this Amethyst Sanctuary. I am going to pay 3, and you're gonna like this, for this King Snake Quetzalcoatl. And it's when summoned, it allows me to bring a spirit with curse into my hand. I'm gonna choose this Black Lance.
That puts you back down to 9, doesn't it? You said there was exactly 10?
Right.
Well,
Yes,
now I'm
back
heartbroken. I'm offended.
I'm going to pay 3 for this Black Lance, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. And we're cooking. I am going to, I'll put a core on this Amethyst Sanctuary. You're at 3 with a card. Do I want to? No, actually, I'm gonna pass because I don't want you to guard my Black Lance and get it destroyed and then Allegro me. So you're up.
Oh, no! Yeah, core step, draw step. I will pay 1 for this Seabed Lighthouse. What a beautiful Nexus to play again.
It's a great card.
However, this Allegro is very sad, and he's in fact not happy about it. But we are going to still just get him on the field all the same. Because, spoiler, we have approximately 1 billion cores anyways.
True. That is
And
true.
if you block, he's also very live. So, that, I mean, that's got to count for something.
Yeah, no, that definitely does.
No, don't even need to... Still trying to be mindful of a Dream Bomb. That would still be very unfortunate for us. And I want to leave some amount of cores up to do shenanigans with. Although I guess it can't be Dream Bomb now because of the Lighthouse. So we should actually be fine now that I say that.
Well, the Dream Bomb could be in burst.
True. Okay. Big brain. Burst has been there for a while. It's true. That's true. However, I am a degenerate, and I am just going to go to combat and swing 10.
No flash.
No flash.
I am going to take that. You can go to 2.
And then honestly, there's probably still no reason not to, because he connects either way, and it sets up the next turn. So I'm going to swing for 12k because of Lighthouse, and if he hits, he still does get his restand ability. Of course, he will restand either way with Elephant at the end of the turn.
I will decline flash.
Decline flash. Move the
And
blocks.
I will guard with King Stick.
Yep, no flash.
No flash. King Snake will die, and I do not have a Beldy in trash. Very sad.
I will restand and end my turn.
Sure. I will force step. Draw step. Refresh step. Oh, I did not proc my Amethyst Sanctuary, but it's too late now. We're gonna play a Viper Dragon. Swan Falung. Then I do not have the cores to do all of it. Very sad. Yes, very sad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 4, and I'm going to beam rifle you out of combat.
Yep, that is still a thing you can do. Seabed only protects me from the combat step.
Then I'm going to pay 2 again. I'm going to play a Dragonaga Assassin. And what we're going to do is I'm going to enter combat.
Yep.
And Viper Dragon will trigger. I will swing with Dragonaga Assassin, and I will attack your Allegro, and I will draw a card.
Yep. Remind me the wording, because it attacks directly, right? It has the same wording
Yes.
as
When one of your
Palomides.
Yeah, when one of your Serpent Spirits attacks, you may select one of your opponent's exhausted spirits. Your Serpent Spirit attacks it.
Okay, yep.
So I directly attack it. It skips pre-block flash, and it goes directly to post-block flash.
Yep. Just that's what I wanted to make sure of. Whirlpool straight made him a 2, 4, 6, 8. He's a 20k by the way.
Yeah, I have.
He's
I've got
very
curse,
big.
So.
I've
got curse. So
please acknowledge his muscles. That's all I'm trying to say. No,
he's a big boy.
He is very dead. No flash.
He's a large boy. No flash.
All right. Allegro
And they will
is dead.
both be destroyed. Then what do I want to do? Do I want to? You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna attack your elephant with my Black Lance.
All right, now it's personal. Yeah, I got nothing actually. No Dream Bomb to save me. Yeah, decline flash.
No flash.
This elephant is dead.
I wish I could be drawing off of all of this death, but you know, unfortunately, I can't.
3 cards. Oh.
And then I do believe I'm gonna keep the dragon up, and I will. Yeah, I'll pass.
All right. Core steppy, draw steppy. It is Allegro number 2. He is my
Okay.
boy.
Yeah, I should have attacked. I should have just.
To be fair, I only play 2. I've gone through a lot of the deck, but or actually, how much is even left there? I'm not sure, but it was a fair assumption that I might not have another one. Let's see, I'm at 3. You're at 2. These Aegis are very dead in my hand, by the way. There's a nice 3 of them that I have now. So we're gonna have to play one just to play one, to be perfectly honest. Because I'm sure I have more cards in hand too. So he does.
Yeah, I'm at 7.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12. He ain't doing anything. Breaks my heart. However, I don't restand, and I assume that's an ice shield. Or, you know what? Allegro will restand off damage anyways, so that's fine. I just don't get my core refresh. So I will go to combat. Allegro will swing. He is going to pop your highest costed spirit because you have more than 10 cards in your trash. And then on damage, I will restand him.
Well, before that happens, when dragon gets destroyed, choose one of your refresh spirits and remove 3 cores from it to the reserve.
I honestly forgot about that part. Oops.
You're good. And then I will not flash.
Yep, no flash.
And I will take that damage and flip this ice shield and pay 4.
Yep. Exhaust my seabed, restand him, and pass back to you.
Right. We've got some plays.
No more thorn prisons, I will cry.
Pay 2 for a rotting.
Hey, we found all your nexus.
Yeah, we did. I'm going to pay 4 for Ancient Castle Guardian Nocturna. And we'll put her at level 2. Yeah, I'll pay 2 for a Black Lance. And I will draw 2. Alright. I will set a burst.
Spoiler, he's found more ice shields, folks.
Spoiler. Spoiler, I wonder what that could be. I will enter combat. And I will swing with Nocturna. I will use her ability. I will exhaust this Amethyst Sanctuary. And I will... other Black Lanes. And this Black Lanes will trigger, allowing me to draw 2 more cards.
Yep,
and Nocturna is... Oh, go ahead.
How big is she, and remind me what her effect is when she dies?
She's a 6k, and she has Curse, and when she dies, I remove 1 core from 2 of your spirits, and any of those spirits that are destroyed by that effect, I ramp 1 core.
Okay.
For each.
We're gonna go small. Got it. I'm gonna pay 4. I'm gonna play Mr. Scoops again. And then I would like to go to blocks.
How big is your Scoops?
A 2K.
A 2K.
No
flash.
Block with Scoops. No flash.
Okay. I will flash.
Uh-oh.
I will remove a core from Nocturna, and I will cast Core Drain, and I will target your Scope Owl.
Oh, come on now. Yep.
Making them both 4K.
No flash.
No flash. So they will both be destroyed. You have choice in how priority happens, because I have a Rotting Swamp trigger and a Nocturna trigger.
No, you have priority on all these because you're the active player.
Oh, I'm attacking, duh.
So I have a Scoops, a Beldegor, and yeah, that's it. Just Scoops and Beldegor.
Well, I will go ahead and draw off of Rotting, and then I will allow your Scoops to trigger, and I will exhaust this Black Lance. Then I will allow your Beldegor to trigger.
Yep. Play a Beldegor just to... Oh, I can't do it that way because you can just strip the cores. Put 3 cores on him, and then you can resolve your Nocturna trigger.
And then I will remove a core from your Aegis, and from your... I guess it doesn't matter, maybe? I will remove a core... If I remove a core from your Allegro, how big is it?
It's a 7k, but I am always going to block with the
7K.
Beldegor again anyways.
That's true. I'll just remove a core from your Allegro, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
I will ramp a core from destroying one of your spirits.
Yep, and Aegis is very dead.
And then I will swing with Black Lance for 5k.
Yep. I will block with Beldegor.
Sure.
Beldegor dies
You're up.
once more.
You're up.
Throw that boy in the trash. Core step E, draw step E. Refresh a billion cores that I have. Spoiler, we're gonna bring up to 7 on Allegro just in case.
Look, I ramped one. I ramped the core.
How many cards do you have in hand now? Because I feel like you have a lot after all that.
I have 8.
How do I still have more cards? Goodness.
I just played my Rotting Swamp.
Draw more cards, man. I'm holding on to these for dear life.
I'm trying. I'm working on it, bro. I'm like halfway through my deck.
Unfortunately, I guess I have to play this just to play one out. For the body, does absolutely nothing otherwise. Put some cores on him. We're gonna make whirlpools. We're gonna make everything super big on your turn. That totally matters against all your curse guys.
Oh yeah, it does.
I don't even care for that one. We are gonna then go to combat. We're going to swing with Allegro. Pop your black lance.
Which one? 3 core or 1 core?
3 core, I guess. I hope it doesn't matter. This one I forget where it might, but
doesn't matter. It does. You do have Seabed, so I cannot make any off-color plays. So I will decline flash.
I will decline flash as well.
I will take the damage and I will flip an ice shield.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
Exhaust the Seabed, resend Allegro. Past you.
Alright. Step. Draw a step. Refresh step.
This Allegro's coming at you, I promise. He's gonna get there.
And I'm going to cast. I'm going to summon another Nocturna.
Yep.
And play an Aglavale. And I am going to. Yes, this is fine. I am going to pay 4, and I am going to cast Beam Rifle.
Yep. Aegis will trigger, which bounces the Aglavale.
Yeah, I should have done this beforehand. Because I'm down a core now. But that's fine. I'm going to pay 3 for Viper Dragon.
Yep. Yeah. All right, fine. I see where this is going.
Yeah. I'm going to enter combat.
Yep.
And Black Lance will attack your Allegro.
I think not. But now I gotta think about how I'm doing this. I am going to, because it still deals with the problem of the Viper blocking me off. But you're at 2 life. How many cards in hand?
I have 6 in hand.
I'm gonna pay 3 for a Dream Bomb on the curse guy that's swinging in.
On Black Lance?
Yep, and then pass priority back to you.
No flash on my end.
And then I will Ice Shield just to end the turn.
Sure.
I'm keeping this boy around, damn it.
I'm trying to kill him.
Draw step, refresh. And then
now you're gonna kill my Nocturna with no, and she's gonna have no value whatsoever, unfortunately.
Get a couple more cores on there because now I'm mindful and scared of core theft. But I guess the cores don't matter. It's just gonna be a billion. I should ask how many cards in hand, but it is what it is. We are gonna Dream Bomb your Dream Bomb the Viper, I guess.
Sure.
We are gonna go to combat. That's not exhausted yet. We are gonna swing with a very many chord Allegro to pop the Nocturna.
Sure. She is dead. She's going to remove 1 core from each of your spirits. Pass core theft. And I will discard a Beldegor, a Rotting Swamp, a Aglavale, and a Black Lance, and I'm going to kill with Extreme Prejudice your Aegis.
Yep.
Or just because.
That goes to trash technically.
And yeah. Then I'm going to take my life, going to 0. Good game. Good game. That Dream Bomb really messed me up.
So with that, huge shout again to Scrublord. Thanks for joining us again for this versus video. Again, these are going to be more kind of on the fly, showcase some stuff, and rest in peace my ISP for the quality. Hopefully this looks good in post, but definitely make sure to check out Main Deck Masters on YouTube as well. They have a bunch of fun games on their channel that you can look forward to, and of course there'll be more Battle Spirits aquatic invaders content coming to you soon. So with that, on behalf of myself and Scrublord, have a wonderful rest of your week, friends. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.